Warning, this podcast may contain some hostility. And it's Gus. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the ASOTV podcast for Once Upon a Time, Season 6, Episode 3, The Other Shoe. I'm your host, Tom. With me, we have Anastasia, fan extraordinaire, Jake, and Rachel. Princess Rachel.
Princess Rachel.
No
share screen tonight?
No, apparently not.
Don't tell anyone.
So, yeah. What'd you guys think of this episode?
I liked the twists on it.
Yeah,
I did. Absolutely did.
Anastasia wasn't in this episode. Isn't that weird? Oh, like,
yeah, what a twist.
Yeah, really.
Like her family forgot about her. Whatever.
Well, they also forgot about the other sister. I think they said her name. They said her name once, and then that was it. She was gone.
They can't even remember the other sister's name.
No, I don't think she talked. I think she giggled, and that was.
Yeah, they focus on Clorinda, but not the other one, which.
Yeah, they can't even get her. Yeah, but they can't. They don't really care about either of these people. They can't get either of their names right. They're like Corinda. What's her name? Coriander. What?
Coriander.
No, but I mean, I know how badly you guys wanted Anastasia. I know, like I did too.
You do.
I did too.
We do.
But unfortunately, this episode confirms it. They're not.
No, it did not.
It did, because it's a different actress that plays the mother. We've already seen Anastasia's mother, and it's not Lady Tremaine.
Yeah, you can say the same thing about Robin and Jafar.
I guess, but I don't know.
This is they have medical science is very advanced nowadays.
Who knows what happened? She sold the China for plastic surgery.
So I'm logistically in my head going, okay, maybe they have a third stepsister that wasn't mentioned, but then I started thinking, no, Anastasia's mother was clearly shown in Wonderland, and it's not the same person.
Not in Wonderland.
That was Cinderella's real mother. That's a Tumblr theory right there.
I don't know. My theory is, since Cinderella's mom had the key, maybe she's not dead.
Maybe. Cinderella, you live in a place called the Enchanted Forest. How do you not
believe in a magic key?
There's a key that falls out of your mother's dress. What do you think it does? And you have a little mouse friend we saw Gus. He had his little shirt and hat.
I was so happy to see Gus again, but what happened to the other mouse?
I don't know.
Right? There was two, right?
Yes,
there was
and
two.
Jock.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Everyone just remembers Gus.
Gus.
Brian wants to know, how did Gus get the power to transform into a human? He didn't. It was the curse. The curse made him a human.
Yeah.
So.
But at the ball, he got turned into a footman for her carriage for her stepfather.
Alex is saying they did not confirm it. They left it up in the air. It could have been a younger version of her.
It could be.
Of Anastasia's mother. Could have been. But she didn't seem very evil at that point.
No, she was upset that Anastasia was gonna elope and get married to the knave. So
yeah.
And Cinderella, Anastasia's mother, she never says stepsister. She always says sister, never stepsister.
Right.
So it could have been before.
I thought she did say, like, your stepsister got married to a prince or something like that.
No,
I think it was. This was before all that. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look. It's on Netflix. You could always go do that.
Yeah, I mean Wonderland is not on Netflix, is it?
It's on somewhere.
I thought it was.
No, I'm pretty sure it's only on like iTunes or something like crazy like that. I'm almost positive it's not anywhere else.
Well, whatever way you can watch it.
You can find it on the internet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In totally legal ways.
It's never been in a DVD box set or anything like that, so that's why I'm hoping that when the series is finally over and they make, the big storybook DVD collection, that it'll be in there. I'm hoping. I'm really, really hoping. But I don't know, I really kind of liked the whole twist that, Cinderella was actually the evil stepsister.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say she was evil. She
wasn't evil, but she was being kind of a bitch without realizing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to jump too far ahead,
she
runs up to what's her name? Clorinda. She runs up to Clorinda after her lover has been supposedly dead. She's like, "Look,
he's not
I'm
dead.
married."
She got hit. He got hit in the head. He was knocked out.
She's like, you told her where she was? She's like, "Yeah, I told her, but look, I got engaged."
Well, she thought maybe if she got engaged to the prince that the stepmother would be okay and happy with at least one of them got to beg the prince. But she's not
that one.
No, because she as bad as she's treated Cinderella, she's in fear that Cinderella would treat her just as bad.
I was actually interested I wanted to see the stepmother's story because she kept talking about, she's like, I've clawed my way up through the social ladder and then you come along and, this bitch comes into my life and you get everything handed to you overnight. I would have been mad too.
What if she's friends with Cora?
She probably is. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
That would be.
I really wouldn't put it past it either.
Yeah. That would be a good storyline.
Yeah, but it was really crazy the way they showed they depicted Ashley running around getting ready to murder her stepsister
with a hunting rifle.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, what is going on here?
It's not necessarily
murder.
Yeah, her husband. He's like, I looked under my pillow. My shotgun's missing.
Under bed, I think, not pillow. It's like he sleeps with a shotgun under his pillow.
Who doesn't?
That's so romantic.
Yeah.
You should really hide that somewhere else. You have a baby in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the baby. The baby. Well, now we know the baby's name. It's a girl.
It's Alexandra.
Alexandria. Yeah. And she works at a daycare. So she works at the daycare in Wonderland.
Yeah, Aurora's there somewhere in that daycare.
Yeah, it's just, we don't know what she named the baby.
Aurora named the baby Philip.
After Daddy. We don't know.
Yeah, that's his name. His name is Philip.
Is it Philip?
Yeah, it's Philip.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It was a season 4 episode where we actually saw a scene in the daycare.
Yeah, no, I remember was it the daycare? I thought it was Lamaze class or something.
Oh yeah.
No, it was a mommy and me class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the baby's name is Philip.
Okay. Yeah, but seeing baby Alexandra and Hook together was adorable.
It was so cute.
Okay, but still my little Captain Hook heart.
I know, right?
Putting the whipped cream on his nose,
he's like first he's like I don't know how to
I don't know what I'm doing. It's like,
and then he kind of fell into it naturally. It's like just be an idiot. The kids like it.
I've always said that Hook would be a great father because he took care of Bellfire. He took care of Bellfire when he was 13 years old. He was Bellfire's pseudo father when they were in Neverland. Mm-hmm. And then he taught Bellfire how to sail, and then he taught Henry how to sail, and he's teaching Henry how to sword fight with sticks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so cute.
Yeah, and then Emma's just staring at him. She's like, "Oh my God, have my babies now."
Yeah, that's Emma, pretty much the look she gave.
You can totally hear her uterus screaming through the TV.
It exploded all over the floor. Granny has to clean that shit up now.
What?
It was her. You could loudly hear the clock going tick tick like the freaking crocodile.
Now that they're moving in together, they can, seriously, you, Emma, Hook, make all of the babies, all of them.
Yeah. Like the crocodiles tick tick.
Emma's clock is ticking.
It is.
It is.
It is. She's gonna die soon.
Yeah, and the alarm will go off.
No. But I mean, she still was seeing Archer.
Hopper?
Archie, yeah. Hopper. Dr.
Archer?
Hopper. Archer, yeah.
Archer.
Archer, yeah, she's dating Archer, the spy.
Danger.
Danger Zone. No,
I just lost my tiara.
but I don't know. It was kind of like she barged in the middle of Grumpy's like session.
I know. God, okay, this is the only time.
What was Grumpy there for?
Yeah, I don't know.
Stress from work and everything.
But I love the fact that they were talking about Dopey going to school and getting a degree, and she's like, "What? Isn't Dopey a tree?"
No,
we
we
Dopey was
scooped
a
him up
tree.
out of there.
No, we got about weeks ago. Do you think we just sit around waiting for you to do everything? You know, I was like, oh, that's like the worst thing you could say to Emma right now because she's already stressing out that she's the savior in her role and like everything. But you know, I was like, you know what? I'm glad that we didn't like see it. I'm just glad that it happened. You know, it's an off-camera thing.
He's going to school now.
Why Dopey of all people going
to school?
What is he going to school for?
The logistics of this rescuing Dopey, like I wish. I'm glad we didn't see it because it's just it raises too many questions. Like, what did they do? Like, did they go and lasso the tree and pull it into town with like?
Well, they could leave town after the curse was broken, so I'm assuming they just hacked at the roots and like maybe he lost a foot and.
We don't know. Okay. He lost a foot. Oh my god, you guys.
I wish we could have seen it, but at the same time,
when the curse was broken, he
of
probably turned back into a human.
So.
Yeah, but. Yeah, it's just the fact. I'm always harping on Grumpy for being such a douche sometimes. But when he said that, when you think we just wait around for you, the way he said it to her, I was just like, oh god. I laughed so hard at that part.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane.
So then maybe it make her realize that she doesn't have to save everyone all the time.
Yeah, some people can do this shit them damn selves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
but she would talk.
Now we know Dopey's not a tree. They heard us.
Yeah, he's going to school. He's going to be a professor.
Yeah.
Professor Dopey.
He could. His name's not Dopey in the Storybrooke.
That's what they call him, though.
Yeah, we don't know what's his name.
I don't think we know a Storybrooke name.
Yeah, I don't think we ever found that out. But yeah.
Leroy needs a girlfriend. Yes, he does.
He did have one.
Where is she? Isn't she in the nunnery? But she's not really a nun.
But she's not a nun, so so they can get married.
I mean, we never heard from her again. We never saw her ever.
She died.
Oh, God.
But, yeah, I don't know.
A lot of shit happened in that town. Maybe she did.
She was a nun, but she's not. Yeah. She's a fairy.
She's a fairy.
She's a fairy.
But I guess fairies can't get married either.
Yeah, I don't know. Not to dwarves.
Because Blue was like very strict about that.
We never got the end to that story.
No, we didn't, and I'm really upset.
So.
Because that's one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is my favorite episode of season 1.
Yeah. But we also had I love the opening where we had Regina, Snow, and Charming going to see Hyde. So now we know that Snow and Charming know about the downstairs, right? Yeah. So we're wondering how many people know. It's pretty much everybody at this point.
Everyone knows. They've all been down there.
Yeah. So, they go see Hyde, and Regina decides she's going to bring her lasagna, but the Queen beat them there.
Regina, you're lame. Okay, this was a lame-ass plan. I don't know. There's an evil bitch down there. I'm going to bring him lasagna.
Yeah.
Lasagna?
But evil Queen goes with steak. Much better option. So.
It depends.
Yeah.
How is the steak cooked?
Well, what if
anything above medium? Throw it out.
He probably likes it still moving.
I don't know. I prefer my steak medium well. I don't want it completely like cooked.
I think medium well is like the safest you can have it at.
Yeah, I agree.
Mine's medium rare.
That's the vanilla of steaks.
Yeah, medium well. So, Lee is saying that there is a season 1 extra involving Grumpy's girl.
What's her name? What is her Nova? Her name's Nova.
Nova, yeah. Yeah, I don't
Nova. Wait, Nova was her I forget which. It was Nova or Astrid. One of them was her actual name. I forget what one. Something with
Nova
stars.
was the fairy name.
Nova was the fairy name. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yes.
I don't know. I'm gonna probably have to go back.
An extra.
Find that extra. See, what exactly happened with that.
Yes. And this episode had a lot going on.
It did, and I like the fact that it didn't really focus too much on the Land of Untold Stories. I mean, it had a connection to it. It definitely had a connection to it because
both episodes did.
They
haven't seen it though.
You had Lady Tremaine and Clorinda. I think is she Lady Tremaine in this version?
Yes.
Yeah.
It said.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Lady Tremaine and Clorinda ended up, going to.
They left the other sister behind.
Yeah, and.
Well, Clorinda didn't go willingly.
No, but I mean the key they explained is Ella's mother's key, right? And it would take you to a land of untold stories that would pause your lives. So that means the realm is like frozen in time. So it's kind of acts like the curse, which would explain why they never aged.
Or Neverland.
Yeah, it explains why they never aged when the 21 years or whatever went by, that 28th year or whatever that Emma was.
Great job, writers.
Yeah, so.
Well, see what I found hilarious though, when she was like, "This key can go anywhere, any door," and she opens the wardrobe. I'm like, "Oh my god, seriously, you guys?" She's just gonna travel through a wardrobe to a different land.
No, we get Narnia references, you guys, and it's not in this show.
But I'm just like, seriously, that was my first thought. I was like, is it Narnia? Is the Land of Untold Stories Narnia?
That's what it is. It's actually no. If it was Narnia, then that wouldn't be good. Because if you've read the end of the Narnia series, then you know what happens.
Nope, I haven't read them.
Okay, well, yeah. Spoiler alert: Narnia dies.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, the land of Narnia dies.
Rest in peace. But yeah, so like. And knowing now that the realm is frozen in time also explains why the poison didn't kill Snow's handmaiden from last week when she went there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just stuck. It was just stuck there.
Yeah.
It's probably really painful. It's probably really
They
painful.
went on with their lives, but it was that, everything happened. Their stories and everything
They could do whatever they want.
Yeah. Yep. So. I don't know. What did you guys think of Anastasia aside? What did you think of the stepmother story?
I like the twist on it. It kind of reminded me of Ever After, because one of the stepsisters
with Drew
wasn't
Barrymore?
a bitch. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because one of the stepsisters in there was not a bitch. She was just going along because
Jacob married one of them.
But yeah, so. Right?
Wasn't it Jacob the Footman, right?
Yes.
Every time they said his name, I kept turning my head. I'm like, yes.
She didn't marry him yet. They
that's true.
Too. But yeah, and Ever After, one of the sisters wasn't mean. She was only doing it because that's her mom expected of her, kind of thing. Kind of like what Clorinda was doing.
In the original story of Cinderella, that is actually true. One of the sisters was a bit nicer, not like her friend, but a bit nicer, because one of the sisters called her Cinder Wench, and the other one called her Cinderella.
Right.
She's like, okay, I'll give you your name.
I felt really bad about her mother's dress getting thrown in the fire like that, but we got I like that we got the origin of the Cinderella.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I can understand she's being a bitch because basically both of them are trapped there, and that's the survival of the fittest. Really, if Cinderella wasn't being the one on her hands and knees doing all the washes up, it would have been her. And
Clorinda just like write down a note or something? She's like, hey, I'm actually really not a bitch.
I know, right?
Do this shit.
Well, she was such an asshole to Jacob at the, but she's like, I had to be.
Jake, how'd you feel about that?
Oh, you know what? We've been having this thing for like a couple of years now. They just didn't know about it. So like, I'm fine with it. She says this shit to me all the time, even when they're not, even when the rest of the family isn't around. So you know what?
You like it. You like these.
Yeah. But And then we also got reference when Cinderella went to the ball. We got reference of Rumple being the fairy godmother. So like they're still keeping intact what happened. Yes, fairy godmother, father, whatever. She made some reference, but so this takes place after. Was it episode 3 or 2 in season 1?
It was episode 3.
It was episode 3. That's a nice parallel. That's honestly a very nice parallel because we have here it is season 6 episode 3.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he did give her the dress and everything. I do love the fact that even though Gus was a human, he saw the plate of cheese and she goes, "Go get it." He's like,
he's probably starving.
He's always starving. He's Gus. Gus was always hungry.
Yep. But Cinderella did, in fact, bump into Snow White and how they first met.
That's how they met.
And that was really great. And I loved the scene, because you have the prince is oogling her from across the room, and she goes, do you think he could be charming? And she goes, no, that name's already taken. But that cracked me up because we had this discussion back when we did the rewind, and in Cinderella, the original story, Prince Charming was Cinderella's prince.
Yeah, they bothered to give him a name here.
Yeah. So, I just love.
He
that
did have
reference.
a name, but I can't remember. His dad in the movie, I think, is the only one that called him the name by his name.
Yeah, so I love that little
throwback
that, hey, we know that this was supposed to be that way kind of thing, but this is our version, so I love that.
I don't know why they did it that way, but okay.
Yeah. I think because the prince in Snow White didn't have a name.
No, he did. Well, he did, actually. They just never said it in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Ferdinand. Something like that.
Yeah.
A German name.
Right. So I think that it was just easier at the time of, hey, this is Prince Charming, and then after, like, they started thinking of things after they threw Cinderella in there and not even, like, thinking of the consequence. But, I really like that. I think it was a nice throwback. And then we see, to me, honestly, the stepsister and the way Clorinda and the way she handled things with her stepmother reminded me a lot of Regina and Cora. Like, the sneaking around and the stable boy and, everything like that. And, it's just like every chance you see the prince talking to her and you give him the rose and you think, oh, and the stepmother comes over and is like, yeah, everybody's laughing at you. They're, you're a big joke.
Cinderella, you just gotta look around, and you'll see no one's laughing. No one's even paying attention to you.
Well, see, what I like about it is, like, in the original, the stepsisters and the stepmother didn't recognize Cinderella dress. Like, how do you not recognize her? All she has is a dress and her hair done.
Because they usually see her looking like shit. So
yeah, and then this one they recognized her. They knew who she was, and they're like, "Listen here, no."
Yeah, in the original story, they were wearing masks, so that's why no one knew.
Yeah, that too.
But this ultimately, when we're back in the Storybook, and this ultimately leads to when Clorinda, she still has hatred for Cinderella for turning on her, basically, when Cinderella was only trying to help.
I don't think she necessarily hated her for turning on her. I think she was also more upset that she thought she lost her chance with Jacob.
Well, right.
Because she thought that, since she's frozen in time, she didn't know about the curse, so she didn't know that he got frozen in time too. So all she knew is that he grew old, didn't know what happened to her, and he died without knowing that she actually didn't leave him, kind of thing. So, I mean, granted, yes, because when she found out that that was his farm and that he was alive and he was like the same age.
How do you not know that was not his farm? Like, did you not run into him through the front door? What?
Well, but then she forgave her pretty freaking fast after that. So,
my man is here. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, all's good until she gets stabbed with Lady Tremaine's umbrella, cane walking stick.
It was like a. Was it a cane?
It was a cane with a knife at the end of it.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Yeah, it's a cane because she hit Jacob over the head with it, and she was going to kill him with it with the end of it, and then she stabbed Cinderella with it.
Well, she had the gun, And she's like,
but
oh
she's
no,
like, nah,
that's not personal. But you know what? She probably couldn't use it. She was probably looking at it, she's like, okay, I know this thing is bad. It's a boom boom stick, but I don't know how to work it. Like, what's the trigger? She was like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what we have a pointy stick. I know how to use that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. See, if the stick was something that we saw in the flashback that was, something used more and was more personal to like the way she mistreated Cinderella, or maybe Cinderella would have like lashed out at her one time and tried to hit her with the stick or something. That would have been more meaningful for her to switch to the stick, but we never got anything like that,
Well, and in the the Disney movie, she did have a little cane that she always walked with. So
yeah, they just
I was kind of throwback.
They never made any emphasis on it, so it felt a little weird. But ultimately, Ashley gets stabbed.
Yeah, well, she got stabbed in the side, the part that nobody needs.
Yeah.
So.
The part that she doesn't know anatomy.
But it looked like she might die for a little bit there until Emma comes along with her white light magic powers and heals the wound. But for a moment,
jazz hand.
For a moment, I'm like, I had a flashback to Dogma when they did the same thing, except I think it was, what was her name, Stephanie, or I don't remember in Dogma, and all of a sudden she was pregnant, and when they healed the wound, it like her stomach flashed. I don't know if you guys caught that, but the whole light went over the entire stomach, not just like the wound area. It like moved over to her stomach and did a quick flash, just real, and it was done. And I was like, did Emma just impregnate her? So I don't know if that's gonna be something later, but
I doubt it.
I hope not, because that's gonna be really
Emma's
weird.
the one that needs the baby right now.
Yeah, but that'll be really weird if that happened. Then Emma can impregnate people with white light magic.
Ashley just wakes up one day and she's pregnant. She's like, "What the heck? What happened?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Thomas, what'd you do?"
What'd you do, Thomas? No, but I am wondering if how her mom knew about the Land of Untold Stories. We never really ever get anything back of Cinderella's mom, and barely anything about her dad.
No. In the 2015 movie, we got something.
But
her mother wasn't like a big thing in that movie. She was in the movie, played by Haley Atwell, Peggy Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we didn't see much. We never really see much of her parents in any version of the story, really.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see any of her parents at all in Once Upon a Time.
No.
Mm-mm.
But we pick up her dad's already dead.
Yeah, so I'm wondering.
All the fathers are dying.
I want them to. I mean, obviously they're tying in, of course, the Land of Untold Stories. But how the hell did Remote get the key? I want to know this. Inquirer minds want to know.
There's a secret society of people who have these giant ass keys. We'll call them
the Key Masters.
Yeah, we'll call them the Key Masters. They all have one, And maybe the Land of Untold Stories is in that hall of doors that we saw in the hat.
Maybe.
And maybe there's a secret society of hatters.
Society of hatters.
But apparently Jekyll is working on some kind of formula to subdue the evil queen.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to replicate what he made already.
He's trying to make it again.
In reverse?
Well, he's trying to make it so he can reverse engineer it so he can figure out why this is happening.
Yeah.
But he needs a bigger laboratory.
He does, and oh my God, when they brought in
Dr. Whale.
Dr. Whale. I was trying to think of the actor for a second.
With his guy liner?
David Anders.
He had a silver jacket, and I was like, "Oh my God, dude!"
Yeah.
Where have you been this whole time?
It was fantastic to see Frankenstein and Jekyll together.
Oh my God, world's worst pediatrician.
Yeah. And Snow is like, yeah, we should have them teach. Snow's been aspiring to be a teacher again. She's like, we could have them teach at the school.
Yeah, her name's not Snow. It's Mary Margaret. She wants to change it again. Okay. Ugh. Let me go on. Okay, so it's time for Jacob to rant, which I'm going to do a lot. Mary Margaret.
Hold on. Before we get into that real quick, I just want to say with Dr. Jekyll and Frankenstein together, Who wants to see a Halloween episode? Like, we need a Halloween episode this season.
Yes, Nightmare Before Christmas.
It would be fantastic.
I don't know how you're gonna do it, but do it. Get them in that show.
I just don't see how you can have Frankenstein and Jekyll on the show together and not do a Halloween episode. I haven't heard anything, and Halloween is coming up quick, so
the show doesn't do holiday. The show doesn't do holiday specials. You need to. With this type of show, you need to.
Yeah.
Because it would be awesome seeing these fairy tale characters. They're like, what's Halloween? I don't get it. What we're supposed to put these things on? I don't. But why are people giving out free candy everywhere?
It was a big surprise for me because we know that David Anders is playing Blaine on iZombie, and he's still part of the show. However, iZombie has moved to a winter season right now, so the filming schedule was a bit off, so he was able to make some more filmings. I had no clue he was coming back for this, so I was actually really, really excited to see him, and it completely caught me off guard.
But I love the fact that they heard about each other, even though, so does that mean that Frankenstein actually been over to the land of untold heroes?
I don't think so. I think it's Rumpelstiltskin was the common ground because we know that Rumple and Jekyll knew each other, and we know that Rumple and Frankenstein had interactions. So I think.
But, I just thought maybe he traveled there for something, because he's very steampunkish himself anyway. So I thought he could have traveled there for one reason or another to get something.
Frankenstein does live in another realm. The world without color, which I'm pretty sure Dorothy lives there too. So I don't think.
At least until she went to Munchkinland.
Yeah. Maybe they heard it. Maybe like their names transcend realms, and like everybody's heard about them.
I think it's Rumple, just because Rumple's worked with both of them in some fashion. We know this, and so there's their common ground right there. That's the only common link that we know for sure without surmising anything. We know that for a fact. And
Rumple can just go to this other realm. Look, I've poked holes in this show before. The fact that we can portal jump like in a second, and yet it took Rumple 500 years to get to his son in a different realm. And it took Lady Tremaine like literally 2 seconds to get to another one.
Well, the thing is, Rumple may not have known what realm he was in or how to get to it, where these other realms do have portals in different ways in them. The land without magic didn't have a portal to it.
Rumple made one in season 5.
It's because he knew how to get there already.
I just have a feeling that Mr. Dr. Frankenstein has traveled there before. I think he's traveled there.
Yeah, he probably did. They were probably college buddies.
They were college buddies. No, they didn't seem that friendly. They just knew of each other.
Dr. Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll, and Dr. Finkelstein from Nightmare Before Christmas. They all went to Evil College together.
Dr. Finkelstein. That'd be fantastic. But anyway, Jake, you were about to rant about
Mary Margaret. Yeah, that's her name now. I'm not calling her Snow because she doesn't want to call herself Snow anymore. Yeah, I'm not going to call her M&M. She's Mary Margaret. That's what she is. She's Mary Margaret. We're not going to make her name sound cool by calling her M&M. She's Mary Margaret. She did this whole thing. She got an episode last season. She was like, I don't want to be Mary Margaret anymore. I want to be Snow White. Snow, you ain't doing shit. Okay? And she's like, okay, she's probably thinking, oh, this adventuring stuff is too hard. I want to be a teacher. And then she's looking at Jekyll and Frankenstein. She's like, those two would be these like two mad scientists who've like achieved the impossible. They should be school teachers. And I'm going to build the school and I'm going to hire them without their consent. And
then she's wanting everything to go back to kind of normal, I guess. I understand because they've been fighting so much shit day in, day out for how long. To get back to just something plain Jane as being a teacher must seem like a vacation.
Probably. And then I'm going to jump to the end of the episode with David. David figured out that on like a little card that Rumple gave him, it turns out his father wasn't killed in the cart accident. He was actually stabbed, and then his cart fell into the off the cliff. And then he wants to find out who killed his father. Like, that's a legitimate concern, knowing that your father was killed by someone, and you want to know. It was probably Hook, and he doesn't know. He wants to know. David wants to know, and then Snow's like, no, David, do not do that. I want to be a teacher. And then she's like, you should be in your son's life, because, you know, there's nothing more rewarding than being a father. You should be a father to your son. That's a great idea, Snow. Why don't you go pick him up from the convent, because he probably thinks that Blue is his mother.
Well, no, he was there at the house.
I'm done.
So he was there at the house because she went and checked on him.
No, she probably looked in there and he wasn't in there. She's like, oh shit, why did I leave this?
Sure.
Wow, that was a rant.
But I mean,
you did not disappoint, Jake.
No. I understand where she's coming from, and I understand where David's coming from. But realistically, his dad was an asshole, a drunkard asshole. Why would you? I mean, granted, there would be a part of you that wants to know who killed him.
Right,
yeah, well,
there's one thing thinking that your father drunk himself stupid, crashed off the road, and that's just it. Versus someone who stabbed him before he crashed. Because the card, if you paused it, there was a little more on the card than what he actually said to Snow. And it was just worded that he was dead before the cart went off the cliff.
Yeah.
So
his father was going, because when his father left, he said, yeah, after this trip, I'm going to stay sober while I'm on this trip. And when I come back, the problem will be gone. So his father was sober.
Yeah.
For the length of that trip. Well, yeah, but what David was led to believe is that, oh yeah, he got drunk the final night and then he
fell off the wagon.
Yeah. But if that's not the case, then it turns out his father did keep his promise. Just someone prevented his father from coming home.
Right, and now this is going to tie in because we know they said in 2016 we will not have any more Underworld, but that doesn't say anything about the second half of the season that exists in 2017. I would love to be able for David and his father to meet face to face, comes to term, and have him be able to move on. If there's some unfinished business there. So
yeah, David's like, I gotta make a trip, really, really, really fast.
We know that the Underworld is going to be involved in some point because they did say that we're going to revisit Arthur at going in at some point to see what he's been up to.
What's going on down there? Cruella's still down there. What's she doing?
I mean, I understand, but at the same time, is this really the time for David to go off looking for?
Well, this is what the
they have enough shit going down right now. They don't really need. He doesn't need to pile more crap on.
Well, yeah. Well, this is why the Evil Queen wants to do it. She wants to pile shit up on them because this is what they've been doing. And this is why I think Hook probably had something to do with it because she wants that to fall apart. And
I agree with Danielle in chat. Hook doesn't have anything to do with it.
Probably, I'm thinking he does.
I don't think he does.
From a story point of view, sure, that would be interesting because it's going to put conflict, but I'm sick of the conflict.
It needs to be someone that we know who's alive and who's in Storybrooke right now. Otherwise, this plan is pointless.
What if it's Jekyll?
I don't think it's Snow. Maybe it is Jekyll. Oh, what was Jekyll doing
We don't know. We don't know what happened. They don't even tell us.
It was Belle.
It was Belle. We don't know what happened to his dad. We don't know anything about his dad. I mean, granted, if we got backstory about his dad, I think it would be kind of cool to figure it out.
We've never met his dad.
And where was Hook? We don't know.
Well,
we know that Hook was in the Enchanted Forest. Up to the curse, but he was in the area that Cora was in, the safety area. But how long was he there between that and Neverland? When did he come back?
He went to 300 years ago after Rumple became the Dark One. He was still in the Enchanted Forest, and then after that whole thing where Rumple cut off Hook's hand. And after that, and Neela died, they went to Neverland. But
he went back to Neverland.
Yeah, but Peter Pan would send Hook and his crew back through portals, to get them food and candy and stuff. So maybe this happened during one of Hook's trips back.
I guess that's plausible. I don't know.
Because
I feel
they would come. Because Hook and his crew would come from different realms because, Peter Pan told them to, and they would also get stuff from other realms and sell them to people in realms that don't have that stuff.
Right. I don't know. I feel like it's not going to be Hook because that's just going to put too much strain on Hook and Emma and all that again. And, I feel they're finally, in a decent place. And we know that there's always going to be some kind of struggle within the relationship. That's just the way the story's going to go. But to have David potentially hate Hook... I don't think that's a compelling direction to take the relationship into. I don't think that's going to make things interesting for TV.
No.
So, I'm looking at it from a story point of view. I just don't think that would make a good story.
There has to be some reason why he got stabbed, because no one just goes around stabbing people.
Right, for sure. And,
So there has to be a
Rumple,
reason.
I don't think it's Rumple.
No.
Like, as
Unless
easy as it is to make Rumple involved in everything, because he typically is.
Well, he's already involved in David's story.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, unless it was James.
But James wasn't, like,
Unless James
yet.
James found out that,
Yeah, but this happened when David was, like, a little, like, 8 years old. Which means James was 8 years old.
I don't know. They never really, I don't know, did I really say how old he was when he passed? They don't.
Well, it was young. Because
Yeah, I don't think, we never, young could be anything. But, I don't know. Maybe it was Cora.
But there's no repercussions there. She's in, the good place.
Yeah, she moved on. I agree with Jake. It's got to be somebody who's alive and somebody who's there. But that does not disclude the untold story people. It could be someone that was good friends with David, that end up in the land of untold stories that finds out. I don't think
it was Kristoff.
It was Kristoff.
No, it wasn't Kristoff.
So, I don't know. It could be a whole
David doesn't have
array
any
of people,
friends.
but I don't think it's Hook. I could be completely wrong. I could, but I just have this
I have
gut
a feeling
feeling
it was
it's
someone
not.
that, I don't know. If we knew their situation, like what he was doing when that happened and where he was at, then I think we might be able to come with a better speculation on who.
It was Little Bo Peep.
Daniela says Captain Nemo. Because we're getting him this season.
We are getting him this season. That's a big possibility. So, yeah. But I don't know, because like I said, Emma's relationship with Hook, they're in a good place now. Emma even asked Hook to move in. She goes, I have a closet full of red jackets. I could spare some room for black leather.
She was wearing a black jacket this episode.
She said black leather, not black jackets, which made me think of things. Oh, God.
Yeah.
I knew David wasn't going to bring that leather either. I think we all knew David wasn't going to bring that leather.
Yeah. But I was actually kind of surprised. Not really surprised, but, like, also kind of surprised at the same time that David had to go see Belle, and that was part of the deal. Like, he's like, all right, let's make a deal. I never, like, the Belle, that never even crossed my mind. Like, it probably should have, but it didn't.
And wait, what he was saying on the tape almost sounded like I want to say not a curse, but an enchantment.
Yeah, something it did, but it
was
like
a weird. I don't know,
like a weird poem lullaby.
Yeah,
it
was like a poem lullaby song kind of thing.
Like it feels like it should mean something, but I don't understand it.
Yeah,
it's like maybe he put like some kind of protection spell on him.
And I like the fact that it was not addressed to Belle. Like, it was specifically for the son. And, like, that's showing Belle that Rumple really does care.
Not necessarily about Belle, but about his son. He wants to be in his son's life because,
He doesn't want a repeat issue with Balefire. He doesn't. And he's going to do everything in his power, be it good or bad, to make sure that he's in his son's life.
Yeah, you do this with. You want to do it with Balefire, you couldn't. You could have done it with Henry, but you know what? Rumple doesn't give a shit about Henry. So, third chance.
Third time's a charm. Or 3 strikes, you're out. One of the two. But the episode ended with Evil Queen letting Hideout.
That guy who's mopping the floor, he's been mopping that same spot for like 5 years.
Same spot.
I'm surprised there's not a hole in it.
There probably is a hole in there. You just can't see it because he's mopping over it. He just didn't bother to move it.
I don't know. Well, apparently, I know Jacob saw it. My tweet. Mm-hmm. We're supposedly going to get August back.
Yeah, where have you been, August? What you been doing?
What you been doing, August?
What you been doing? He is grown up, August. He's not a little Pinocchio. He's probably traumatized. He's been going back and forth through this whole thing. He's gone through puberty like 3 times.
Poor guy.
And it was like really, really fast too.
August killed his son. Or David's father.
Oh well, no.
That
Little
would be
Pinocchio
Pinocchio.
he was still wooden Pinocchio at the time. So like his father saw this like creepy ass puppet in his car. He's like, ah.
Ah! He's fucking Chucky and Bride of Chucky and shit.
I've thrown out stranger theories. I'm just saying.
Stromboli did it.
Yeah. No, I'm like totally clueless on David's father's murder. Like,
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
yeah.
Like I said, we don't have many clues.
No, we don't, and I like that's why I feel like it's an untold story character right now.
I have a feeling it is.
So.
I have a very strong feeling that it is.
Yep. But let me scroll up real quick because I know Daniela left us a bunch of things at the beginning. What are your thoughts on the alliance between Mr. Hyde and the Evil Queen this episode?
They're totally gonna hook up.
Oh yeah.
You think so?
Oh, totally. Totally.
Well, like he doesn't mean a goddamn thing to her, but sometimes she has needs. So
Regina and her can think. They obviously think alike and everything. I wonder if they could feel each other too.
they probably can.
Oh God, can you imagine? Oh, she's at breakfast or at dinner with the family. Da, da, da. Oh my God.
Danielle also says, as a Captain Swan shipper, my dreams have come true. What are your thoughts of Emma and Hook sharing a house together?
Okay, so now it's going to be much easier for them to make the babies.
That's true.
Babies.
Yeah, they got an entire house to themselves, which and I'm kind of you should have let Belle stay with you, but you know what? Now that she's not there, it's going to be easier.
Yeah.
Christen that house.
Christen the house, christen the couch, christen the kitchen table, whatever it is you do, make that damn baby.
Chandelier.
Use that baby crib, the baby crib that they never got to use. That was Emma's. Use it.
Mm-hmm.
That's going a little far. I think the chandelier.
We don't want to break the crib, so careful.
We don't want to break the crib.
No.
So to answer your question, yes, I like it.
Yeah. Lee was pointing out that the stepsisters, their name was the one from the Italian opera or the Italian play. Which,
we know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people they're all in the same boat with you guys. They're all upset with Anastasia not being connected to Cinderella. I feel for it. I really do. But unfortunately, that's not the way it is.
We didn't say that.
Unfortunately, it doesn't appear that's the way it is.
Yeah, but all things are not as they appear.
This show has taken us on so many different rides to different places all over the place. We never know.
Yeah, all over the places. We've been to all those places. We've seen them.
Yeah.
Wonderland being one of them.
Yep. But here we are, episode 3, and we still haven't heard from Aladdin. We haven't gotten any more stuff from Aladdin, so I'm pretty sure within. I didn't
notice. I actually didn't notice. I forgot Aladdin was a thing.
Yeah.
I forgot Aladdin was part of the season.
I think within the next 2 episodes we have to have him back.
Next episode, isn't it?
So.
Is it next episode?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But not everybody's on board with Captain Swan because
it's just Lee.
Lee is
we don't talk about Lee.
Them sharing a house makes me sick.
Who?
So, Brian's got an interesting theory. What if David's father's killer is Jack the Ripper?
Oh.
Ooh, that could be interesting.
Yeah, that would work. But I'm kind of on board with Lee. I don't exactly care for Emma and Hook, but it doesn't make me sick. You know what I mean? Like if it happens, I accept it. It's fine. But I don't know. I don't like the two of them together personally.
I do.
I just don't make a fuss about it.
I will make a fuss.
Yeah.
Emma needs a guy in her life that ain't gonna die on her.
Yeah, Lee, I know Jasmine...
Not exceeding 3 times, he's already died.
Or Jasmine's next episode? Okay, Lee is saying Jasmine is in the next episode, and Aladdin's in episode 5.
Let's see what happens.
So, next episode is called Strange Case. The Evil Queen and Hyde continue on their quest to steal Dr. Jekyll's serum. Snow looks forward to her first day back as a school teacher.
Margaret.
And while Emma looks forward to Hook moving in with her, Hook finds himself trying to protect Belle from Mr. Gold, who has made sure she can't leave the pirates of the pirate ship.
That's what it was. She can't leave the ship.
Rumple.
Oh, that little fucker.
No. Why? Better like why? Why you gotta do that?
So she can't leave.
You couldn't put it.
So that was.
She
the
already
spell?
can't. She already can't leave the town.
Right.
gotta
So that
put
was the spell.
You're gonna-
He made
you're
it so
gonna
she
put-
can't leave the ship.
To keep her there so she doesn't get involved in what's going on outside and how possibly get
You're
hurt.
going to put the pregnant lady on the moving ship in the ocean.
Well, it's not really in
The ship is made of wood. Evil Queen uses fire.
I don't think that anyone's going to go after her, but still, yeah. I was like, that's what that thing was. That's what it was, an enchantment. God.
Does that mean
damn you,
Hook can't get? Does that mean Hook can't get on the ship?
I wonder if people can get on, but she just can't get on.
Well, if Hook can't get on the ship, then that was probably a one-up for Rumple. Just to spite Hook that he can't get on his own ship.
Yeah.
would be
But
cool.
meanwhile, back in the past,
They still hate each other.
Rumpelstiltskin helps Dr. Jekyll complete his serum to separate a man's personality into two, good and evil. But this helps come with a hefty price.
Oh, that.
Oh, he's going to use it on himself. Please don't do that. Oh, Rumple, please, no.
No, but this is in the past.
Oh.
He probably. Well, that's probably what he was going to try to do because.
Yeah.
Because
I
Bay
bet you
didn't
that's
want.
going to try to separate
Bay-
himself from the evil one.
That would be terrible, though.
That would be horrible.
Hey,
Can
if,
you imagine?
If that's what happened, if he did separate himself, that explains a lot.
Well, then who the fuck is in? What are we watching right now?
We're watching the
Maybe
evil
he found a way to
Rumple.
put himself back together.
Probably.
There's possibility for that. Because we've already seen that good Regina could possess some dark tendencies. So if this is evil Rumple that was split at some point, that explains how Rumple gets everywhere, all over the place, But that also means that the evil Rumple could have some good in him. So that explains a whole lot if that's the
Or
case.
he could be the key to being able to put people back together.
Maybe.
Could be. So I think that's about it for this episode. Jake, where can the people find you?
Well, you can find me here on YouTube at Jacob Salazar, or you can find me on Twitter. Tweet at me throughout the week, throughout the life, at To Nowhereland. That is DONOWHERELAND. Join the Nowhereland Society.
Excellent. Rachel, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Twitter at Savannah17 and at Twitch at Savannah, where I'm going to be hopefully finishing up the Corpse Bride costume next week.
Awesome. You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Phenomenon.
You can also find us all
We
and
need
more
everybody here.
on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, Trace, and right here on YouTube at /ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows, games, and movies. Special shout out for Danielle, Daniela, Lee, Sally, Brian, and Alex, of course. Cannot forget Alex for joining us live.
We can forget Lee.
No,
Who's Lee? Who's Lee?
you're all terrible. I love Lee.
Who?
Ooh.
Find us all and more on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, Jason, Reddit, and YouTube, whatever. /ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV show, games, and movies. Till next time. See you guys later.
Everyone.
Yo ho, yo ho. Pirates life for me.
Pirates Life for Lee.
No.